Okay, it's Tuesday, starting a new week here. Smoke is all of a sudden back randomly. AQI is 175, air quality index, and the pool closes at 200. So we're hoping it stays open, but it does smell like we're standing next to a campfire, which is probably not the healthiest. Today's swim 8 by 100 hard plus 50 aerobic, which sounds really nice because for the most part we've been doing lately is like 10 200s, race distance, race pace, and this sounds very nice and manageable. And then we'll go do a hard bike workout, 70.3 pace, and drag our asses through a run at the end of the day, unless the AQI gets worse. Then we'll just drink coffees. So, looks like we'll be headed to St. George. Well, I'll be headed to St. George in less than 2 weeks from today. Racing in 2 weeks and 4 days. This one I feel like it's just super important to sharpen up, but not get super tired, so that feel ready to race. But there's only so much more fitness that can be that you can get in the next couple weeks. So happy for this little shortish feeling swim. Man, that was a little bit of a bummer. I really thought I was going to be able to crank out some like 106s or something, just since it was a shorter set, but turns out the 100s were on the 120, these are short course meters, and 50s were on 50, and that's actually a lot less rest than we've been getting on the other workouts. So anyway, hit a bunch of like 109 flats and just feeling tired. It's fine. I also want to blame it partly on my suit. Got a different suit than usual because I lost my favorite suit in Portland. I think it's slow. Definitely 2 seconds per 100.
I don't want them to move away.
I don't know if I said I'd do that.
No, that's so cute.
It's still a construction zone.
Maybe if you wore different shoes, but like that's it.
All right. 3 weeks out from World Championships, which is kind of crazy. We are been taking a break from the videos, but Eric's motivated today to do a little filming. So we are going out to Sun River to do our TUT workout. We haven't been out there in about a month, so it's one of our favorite places to ride TT bikes. The roads are a bit quieter and smooth and flatter. So I'm going to take out my Shiv TRI bike, which is the new custom painted one that I just got. I've been training mostly on the Shiv TT, but it's kind of like crunch time to decide what bike I'm going to use in St. George. And obviously the beautiful paint on that bike is a huge factor, but I also want to make sure I'm comfortable in riding the bike that I'm like the most used to and is going to be ultimately fastest for that course. So yeah, I'm going to try this one today and see if I can put out as many watts on it and if it's comfy.
What are like your reservations between like riding?
Obviously, the advantage of the tri bike is the nutrition storage and the paint. Like, it's so beautiful, and I think like that actually is a factor when it comes to racing fast, is like being looking good. It brings you confidence, and it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous bike. And then obviously having the rear hydration, the storage in the bento box on the down tube is a huge factor for a half Ironman. This one is a little trickier with having enough water on board.
And you can't get it out of the back. So
and it's really hard for me to get bottles out of the back. Although watching Kona, I'm like, everyone's doing it, I should just practice it. But yeah, it's trickier. And I think that like mentally this bike is like faster for me because I've had so many good races on it and I've raced really fast at the TT championships. But the Shiv TRI is still an insanely fast bike. The reason it's not UCI legal is because it's faster than the TT bike in the wind and in crosswinds and stuff. So it's a factor. It's a bit heavier, but that's really the only downside is the weight. So yeah. Okay. My workout is 3 by 14 minutes. Kind of random, arbitrary number. Solid. So I'm gonna try to go 300 watts. Just kidding. I'm gonna try to go 280. I guess it's just to see if I can like comfortably hold aero on this bike. It's not windy at all, so that shouldn't be a factor, but I know I could do this workout on my other TT bike. Last week I was like 290, 280-ish, so I don't know, it's not even about the watts, it's more about like my feelings and how comfortable it is, how aero I can stay. The fit feels a bit different. The bars are a little higher, the pads. So I'm a bit less aggressive on it, which I've always known. Like the TT bike was specifically set up for a 45-minute time trial, which is a lot shorter than a 2.5-hour race. So this is more comfortable, but it's also less aero, so.
Oh, hey there. I have a slightly different workout. I'm doing 4 by 8, so shoot a little bit during the warm-up, but then see you later. Okay, just finished up. I hit 310, 310, 311, 314, 315, 321, which is freaking good for me. We're just over 4,000 feet here, only 2 minutes recovering between all those, and that's like the power that I've held in my best Olympic distance races. So if I can just have a couple more workouts like that before Worlds. I haven't seen Paula, so we'll go check in on the bike situation, but right now got 1 hour to ride at about 220 watts. And then we've got like 2K repeats this evening. Already 130, so that's not long. Phew! I'm pumped on that. Okay, so turns out that was not the best test of the new bike. It was very windy out there. Paula doesn't like wind in general. And from what she told me, she did not feel very comfortable on that bike in the crosswinds, which is unfortunate. And then I think the fit is not quite exactly perfect or something. She rode it last night for an hour, but going hard is different. So we just weighed the bikes. The bike she's been riding, the TT bike, is 2.6 pounds lighter. She's gonna take that out now, do the actual workout, because she decided she couldn't do the workout on the new bike with her knee bugging her. I had an idea to help with the rear hydration situation. I took one of the cages off my mountain bike cage, which is called a sidewinder, and you actually load the bottle in from the side versus from the top. So when it's behind her, rather than pulling straight back, you just pull it out the side. She just needs to grab a bottle out of it one time in the race. Okay, anyway, she just headed out. I'm gonna do a little bit of work here on the van, and then I think I'll go maybe chase her around on the moped for some emotional support. Thoughts on the bike stuff today? Have a decision? Make a decision, you think?
No, I haven't made a decision yet.
What's your feeling?
Yeah, I feel a bit like a bit spoiled, and I don't really like this video because obviously I have this beautiful Shiv TRI bike that I really like, and I like riding it, but I haven't been training on that bike, so it's a little overwhelming for me to think about switching before a world championship. And I guess I should have probably been just practicing on the Shiv TRI bike earlier, but I really, really am comfortable on the Shiv TT. I'm comfortable descending on it. I'm comfortable cornering, climbing. So I've been doing like all my workouts on it. So when I took the Shiv TRI out for the workout, my knee got sore because the saddle's a bit of a different spot, and I was just a little overwhelmed with making the switch. So I came back home, finished the workout on my Shiv TT bike, and of course loved it. So it's not to say I'm never going to ride the Shiv TRI. I think I'll for sure ride it in Daytona in December and work on the front end a bit to make it match the Shiv TT. But yeah, I haven't made a total decision yet, but I'm leaning towards the Shiv TT bike for St. George course, just because it's like really comes down to comfort and me riding fast when I'm comfortable. So hope that doesn't like disappoint a lot of people, because that bike is so pretty and I would rather ride it, but like my true gut feeling is that I should ride what I've been training on for a race that's this important. Yeah, the race is in less than 2 weeks. So like with the adapters and stuff that we have for the front end of the Shiv TRI bike, it's impossible to get it to match the TT bike without like getting a whole other system, I think. TT bikes are complicated. I'm finally really happy with how the TT bike fits me, but I want to get the TRI bike closer to that before I race on it.
We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, well, Eric just said I sounded very grumpy and somber, but it's only because we're really tired. We did a lot of hard training this week. When you're 2 weeks out from a big race, it's kind of when you're at the peak amount of tiredness and grumpiness. So both of us are grumpy, both of us are tired. Eric is insisting on putting a video out tomorrow. So thank you, Specialized, and thank you, Eric, for making a video.
We'll see you guys next week.